You spend all day on Instagram anyway. It's about time you started using it to attract your ideal clients and to grow your business. So let's face it, Facebook ads can be very difficult to learn and do require a large budget to be able to see any type of results. A much easier way for you to attract your ideal clients is by knowing how to use Instagram. And I know you're thinking, I'm on Instagram right now, I know how to use it. Most business owners, I would say 9 out of 10 business owners don't really know how to use Instagram to be able to attract your ideal clients and to be able to make money consistently. Get into today is your messaging. Like I always say, this alone can help you see such a dramatic difference in your sales and just your all-around business, because once you really lock in and start understanding who you want to work with, who you want to do business with, and you start calling these people out by name, not actually by name, but once you start calling them out, they will raise their hand because they're feeling like you're speaking to them, because you are. But if you're talking to everybody, no one's gonna think you're talking to them because you're not. So always remember, if you're speaking to everybody, you ain't speaking to nobody. So make sure your messaging is dialed in tight, and always in all your messaging, whether it's a social media caption, whether it's an email, whether it's anything, you always wanna go through it like you're talking to one specific person. So you wanna have your one specific type of person that you wanna work with. Obviously, you're gonna wanna work with more than one type of person, but just one archetype, and you wanna look for people like that. No, that doesn't mean that you can't work with people who don't necessarily fit into that mold, but that's just what you're going for. The next thing you need to do is make sure that your content is on point. So not only just your reels, but you also want to make sure your stories are as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you're posting at least once a day if you're trying to grow, if you're really trying to see engagement, and you want to tell people to take an action. So if I make a post, I'm going to tell people to comment with me if I want people to engage with me. If I'm making Instagram stories, I'm going to tell people to swipe up because that's what I want you to do. I'm going to tell people to engage with my poll. I'm going to tell people to ask me a question, because if I want you to engage with me, I'm going to ask you to do that. Because if I don't ask you, then you don't have to, right? Even if I do ask you, you still don't have to. But if you don't ask somebody, the answer is always no. So the third thing that we're going to talk about in this video is your traffic source. Where you're getting your traffic from is very, very important, because if you don't have a stream of leads coming in, you're probably not going to have a lot of sales. So the more chances to hit the ball you have, the higher the percentage that you're going to hit the ball is, just naturally. So you want to make sure you can get as many leads to your business as possible so you can have the highest number of conversions. There's literally hundreds and thousands of pages on Instagram with huge followings. So they do all the work for you. They built their following up in whatever niche that you need, and then now you can then pay them to be posted on their page. So you're pretty much just stealing from their audience in an ethical and a non-illegal way. So this is a super great way to grow your audience, and it's very quick and it's very efficient. So that's definitely a great way to have a traffic source on Instagram. It's using Instagram shoutouts and those promotional pages. Find one in your niche and take advantage of them. They always work really well. And the fourth and final thing that we're going to talk about is, how are you going to monetize this new traffic that's here? So how are you going to get those people who just came to your business from your traffic source, how are you going to get them to open up their wallet and give you money? So the way you have to craft a strategy, and this goes back to what I've said before, you have to plan out your ad campaign before you start. So you have to know that when somebody's running an ad, where are they going to go back to? So let's say that if I have an ad coming out on Monday, so on Monday, I'm going to post 2 reels and I'm going to go live and I'm going to post my IG stories. So when people come back, they have content to look at, they can share stuff, they can save stuff, and I'm going to post.